This is Radio Band Diego, your band's reveal, with your hosts, Shyla Day and Florentino Buenaventura.
Welcome to Radio Band Diego. Hold on a second, Wade. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. We had everything. A lovely headset came out of its transmitter. Welcome to Radio Band Diego. My name is Florentino Buenaventura. I am your host on this lovely Sunday afternoon, and we are powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks. This is a very special day. I've got a great friend, a very exceptional talent here, Miss Trishes. She's going to be performing for us a few songs, and we're going to talk a little bit with her very shortly. Take it away, Trishes.
Hello, my name is Trishes.
Human beings are the products of competing forces deep within our own psyches.
Hello, my name
Human
is
beings
Trishes.
are the products of competing forces deep within our own psyches.
Hello, my
Human
name
beings are
is
the products of competing forces deep within.
Maybe I'm no good, 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 maybe I'm no good. They're all ancient artifacts dug up somewhere we can't go back. Dull skin, broken back, polished and cracked. We're just primal creatures fighting primal needs because the rights ain't proceed us, the laws and the creeds, yeah. So tell me, can you get me down from this mountain that you put me on? Cause you born me like an animal and you raised me like a saint. So tell me, can you get me down from this mountain that I'm falling off? Cause I'm feeling like a criminal. You're the one to blame. Maybe I'm no good, maybe I'm no good. Ooh, we sail the seas like Christopher. Take what we need and take some more. I am the new conquistador. I hide my urges in my words. Maybe I can't hide no more. It's starting to eat my soul. I'm ready to fight and claw for more. So tell me, can you get me down from this mountain that you put me on? Cause you born me like an animal and you raised me like a saint. So tell me, can you get me down from this mountain that I'm falling off? Cause I'm feeling like a criminal and you're the one to blame. Maybe I'm no good, maybe I'm no good. 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 Maybe I'm no good, maybe I'm. And it's torturous deciphering why I struggle with the life I live, and I don't know who I am when I'm acting like somebody else. But maybe I'm no good, maybe I'm no good. So tell me, can you get me down from this mountain that you put me on? So tell me, raise me like a saint. I'm feeling like a criminal, and you're the one to blame.
Why was I not made of stone like thee? Why was I not made of stone like thee?
Why was I not made of stone like you? You let them mold you, you let them make you just what you want to. They can do that to me. I've had a vision since I was little, and I'm gonna be who I wanna be. And as hard as a rock, 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 rock. And as hard as a rock, 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 rock. Pick me up and throw me down on the concrete. I'll shatter rubber brick on the pavement. The jack and draw swing right at me, but don't play me when your knuckles break. I had a vision that if I chisel into the marble, a statue stood already perfect. Just had to find it already sculpted, already good. And as hard as a rock, 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 rock. And as hard as a rock, 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 rock. You sell your soul for a record deal. You stab your brother in the back. You and your plastic surgery. You I don't want none of that. And it's hard as a rock. Pick me up and throw me down on the concrete. I'll shatter rubber brick and it's hard as a rock. The jack and draw swing right at me, but don't play me when you know. And it's hard as a rock. Pick me up and rock, 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 rock. I'll shatter rubber brick and it's hard as a rock. The jack and draw swing right at me, but don't play me when you know. And it's hard as a rock. Pick me up and throw me down on the concrete. I'll shatter rubber brick on the pavement. The jack and draw swing right at me, but don't play me when you know.
I've been in love several times before, and each time I thought I'd found my Prince Charming.
Well then, how can you tell when you're really in love? How can you tell when you're really in love?
Norepinephrine swimming in my head. Infatuation takes me to your bed. Feel as we slumber, holding each other. Synapses fire between new lovers. And I'm trying to think clearly, but till bedtime. Play with my fingers, make me shiver. Overdose me on oxytocin when your lips are on my skin. And I'm trying to think clearly with these chemicals in my brain. Not saying what saying, can't think clearly with these chemicals in my brain. I'm just trying to think clearly with these chemicals in my brain. Not saying what fate can think clearly with these chemicals in my brain. Not saying something about soulmates.
You've been listening to Trishes on Radio Ban Diego. That's right, we are back for another episode powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks and brought to you by Pitbull Audio and SIR. We'll be right back in a few short minutes after this commercial break.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you've helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
In the military, things can change in an instant. At Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. VinVillage connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. VinVillage is where wine lovers connect. Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
This is Radio Ban Diego, your band's reveal, with your hosts, Shyla Day and Florentino Buenaventura.
All right, it's the second segment. You just killed it.
Thank
killed it,
you.
Trishes.
I tried my best.
We are here having a good time. My name is Florentino, and as I mentioned, this is Radio Ban Diego, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks, brought to you by SIR Music Equipment Rentals and our fun folks over at Pitbull Audio, where they just want you to play it loud. And we are here today on a great, beautiful Sunday in San Diego, having a good time. You just had a concert last night.
I did. I had a show at the Aztec Brewery.
Awesome.
Not too far from here.
So you got your beer on too, huh?
I'm not drinking beer right now. It was really painful, actually.
Okay.
But-
we'll have to get into that in a minute, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it was super fun. They were raising money for lupus, which, I know Dr. House mentions a lot in House. Yeah. So it's like obviously a really big problem.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, that's kind of a thing. We'll touch on that, but I think the music generation is kind of coming up to wanting to do more for the world than just make a few bucks and drink beer, right? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I feel like that's always been a big part of music and like activism and we are the world.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. I've got Ken Cragen, who organized that, coming on the show on the 16th.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Well, not on Radio Band Diego, but on
it was
Changing
like the
Stage.
some anniversary of it recently, right?
Yeah. So that's with all that. So we're going to talk about that and fun stuff. But we're not here about Ken. We're here about Trishes. So, you and I kind of met at a kind of in a random kind of way. We met at an open mic night.
Yeah.
What was it, about a year ago, 2 years ago?
What was it? Yeah, it must have been like a year ago.
Crazy rainy night, just a few folks wanting to get out and do some music. And reason why I bring that up is because you have risen in this business very fast. You've been doing some crazy, awesome things. Folks, if you don't know it, she is, what I consider a YouTube sensation. I think a lot of people would, because you've got videos that have, tens of thousands of views. You had your video that you had for the summer. And then you have the new one with...
I had a video in November called Day Jobs.
Day Jobs, which is all about us folks, struggling to make it in the music business.
Yep.
So with, doing these open mics, and all of a sudden you're starting to blow up doing concerts. You've been doing a lot of... You're from L.A., but you're originally from here in San Diego, right?
Yeah, I grew up here.
Okay, so tell us about how the steps that you've been taking to kind of build your career, your brand positioning, if you will, and what kind of things that you are looking at doing here in the future.
I've just been writing and playing out as much as possible and, trying to meet as many people as possible, come up with creative ideas, interesting things to put out into the world. And I think the differences between someone that does something and doesn't do something is that you just go do it. Like if you want to, that's the only real difference. If you want to go do something, think about the way you can do it, how you can make it happen and do it,
Yeah, I think a lot of people get intimidated by the fact. I think they get intimidated by success sometimes. Would you say so?
I think getting from A to B is very long and hard and difficult, and it's a scary thing to jump into, I guess, for some people.
Yeah, it can be. And you're doing it in such a unique way. You're doing it all alone. How did you get into the desire to actually just be your own band with everything that you're doing with the looping, with the beatboxing, with your own background? You got, the Trishes ets.
Yeah. I played with a band in college, and that was really fun. But I think as a writer, I was just getting too harmonically complicated for the things I wanted to write. So basically, like, I was doing a lot of, like, Regina Spektor, Fiona Apple kind of keyboard vocal things, and it's easy to get bored with a few chords on piano. Like, you want to get more complicated, and that wasn't really the sound I wanted to go for. So I started writing without any instruments. And that was helpful, and I would write without any instruments and then figure out the chords later, and it would be like 3 or 4 chords, nothing crazy. And so, I just started writing without instruments and work taping things with just my voice. Whatever came out from my head. I play piano, and I play like very, very little guitar. So it's easier for me to just arrange things with vocals and kind of express like what I want something to sound like in that way.
And it's amazing because it's everything is just so unique and interesting as things start firing that you do.
Thank you.
You're using a number of different pieces of technology. Tell us what those pieces are so people can understand and deconstruct all those Trishes.
So I use, the main thing that makes my sound is the TC Helicon Voicelive Touch 2. which is a vocal effects processor, basically, that can make your voice sound like a bunch of different things. It can make it lower, it can make it sound funny, it can add reverb, things like that. So I run that into the Boss RC300 loop station, which is a 3-track loop station, and that loops things that you sing into it, and then you hit a button, and it'll play it again. And I use the Korg SV1.
I just have to comment. That sounds like it's easy. You make it sound so easy, and the way it comes out so easy, but the timing piece is not easy.
Yeah, timing's really, really important with looping for sure.
Yeah.
It can be very awkward if the timing isn't right.
Yeah, if you stop it too soon or too late, you're pretty screwed. I can say that, right, Mr. Wade? Say that on the air.
Yeah. So, but I think that just takes time. I think if anyone sat down and tried to do it, you get a hang of it.
Well, practice, a lot of experience.
Yeah. It's just practice. It's like an instrument. It's like any instrument.
And then your keyboard is one of the cool Korgs that I've
Yeah, it's a cool Korg. It's heavy, but it's cool. And so I run all those into my loop station. And I also use my iPad for various little things. So, yeah.
Well, the fun thing is it was so easy for me to do production on this one because it was just you. One plug-in, your vocals, everything, and it sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're just, I'm very pleased to see the growth that you've had as an artist and all the things that you're doing. I target you. That's what this show's all about, folks, if you haven't gauged. It's all about emerging artists. Those artists that, they're not the huge names now, but you're going to see Trishes as one of those huge names. I'm banking on that
hope.
one. Yeah, I believe. Well, it's all about the passion and which drives you. And you've actually done some cool things, too, in promotion and partnerships with sponsors. I mean, TC Helicon is one of those companies that really kind of recognize your talent. Tell us about how you got that relationship with them and the cool toys that they just sent you that you haven't even had time to play with.
Oh, okay. Well, I've loved TC Helicon. I feel like their equipment's been a big part of me finding my voice as an artist. So when I went to NAMM this year, I made sure to stop by the booth and just, tell them that I really like their stuff. And I met someone there, Rob. Hey, Rob. Who works for their mobile apps department. They just come up with this this Voice Jam Live. This Voice Jam Studio, which is an iPad app that you can do vocal effects on, do loops on. It's crazy. It's amazing.
I've seen your Facebook post on that. Now, it's also, does it have a video attached to it too?
Yeah, it's really cool because you can, it's a video, you can see the video, you can do loops on it, you can change effects on it, you can it's crazy. It's it's actually very helpful to me.
So what you're trying to say is you really didn't need us. You could have done that all on Facebook. You didn't have to come here, promote yourself that way.
Well, no, it's still, it's different for sure. But yeah, and he had told me about this contest involving the Voice Jam Studio that I entered, and I ended up getting second place in it. And then we'd just kept in touch about doing more stuff with their mobile app and stuff. So I like to make videos for them, and
you did a great job. But there's a big toy that you just got recently.
Yeah, they sent me the Voicelive 2. So what I have is the Voicelive Touch. Oh, no, they sent me the Voicelive 3. Okay. What I have is the Voicelive Touch 2.
Okay.
The Voicelive 3 incorporates also instrument effects. So most people use it for guitar effects and vocal effects.
Okay.
But I'll be using it for keyboard effects and vocal effects.
That sounds like fun. I can't wait to hear that one. We're going to have to bring you back at some point. Of course, we're going to be playing later on today. So with all of that, with the videos that you're doing, you've got these partnerships. You've actually had sponsorships for these videos. Tell us about how you got your videos, produced, and this partner. I'm getting tongue-tied here today, right? The sponsorships that you got to help that come to life.
Well, my first video, I made up a treatment, which is, just explains what's going on in the video, and pitched it to different companies about how it could help brand their company.
And can you kind of explain to the people listening, what is that treatment?
So the swimming pool treatment, had various pictures of me in my swimming pool outfit.
Okay.
And just kind of explained, like, so in the video, first the girls are all sitting in the backyard, and they're sweating, and it's hot. Then, two of the girls start playing with volleyball, and the kind of ditzy blonde one, played by my friend Vanessa Michaels, hits the volleyball over the fence, and we go look over the fence, and we see a pool there, and we start thinking of how we can get into the pool. Yeah. So the treatment just basically has all of that in pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, folks, that music tells us that it's that time for a commercial break. We got to pay some bills. This is Radio Ban Diego, powered by Mighty WS Radio Networks, where we have a good time. We've got a lot of playground fun stuff here. And we are brought to you by SIR Music Equipment Rental and Pitbull Audio, where they just want you to play it loud. We will be right back after a few short moments. Stay tuned.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
Has your business been appified? Are you tired of doing marketing that doesn't deliver results? Mobile apps build loyalty and quality retention. Your app from UPG Mobile puts your business on their mind and at their fingertips. UPG Mobile will give you a custom app highlighting how you are unique, targeting your message, and improving your open rates. Appify your business and amplify your presence with your customers at upgmobilemarketinggroup.com.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
This is Bill Gruber with BizVid Communications, a Southern California video production leader. We've been honored to sponsor, produce, write, and host many of the fine programs on WS Radio over the years. So we understand how important the internet and your website exposure are. As video producers, we know the tricks and secrets to incorporate video to increase your search engine optimization and business success. Visit bizvidcommunications.com to see what we can do for you. BIZVID communications.com.
This is Radio Ban Diego, your band's reveal, with your hosts, Shyla Day and Florentino Buenaventura.
Oh, yeah. This is a third segment of the Changing Stage radio show, powered by the Mighty WS Radio Networks and brought to you by Pitbull Audio, where they just want you to play it loud. If you want to get gear, Trishes, I don't know if you know, if you want to get gear, Pitbull Audio is the place to get, unless you're TC Helicon, then you just go right direct with your Trishes. And, of course, SIR Music Equipment Rental. This is where all the big stars get their gear rented. So if you need to go on tour, you need some backline with some PA system, or even if you need a keyboard, they even have your keyboard, so they can rent that out to you. So we are here with Trishes, and she performed in the first segment. We talked a little bit about how you were making things happen in this last segment. This one right now, I want to finish up a little bit about where that's at. What's next for Trishes at this point?
I'm planning a tour for the summer.
Okay.
That'll be a lot of East Coast dates. And
Because you went to school at Berkeley School of Music.
I did. And I'm playing my first show in Trinidad on April 14th, which is very exciting.
That's coming up quick then. I didn't realize that quick.
Really soon. And I'm also shooting my next music video, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow.
Wow. Where are you going to do that at?
It's all going to be in a studio, so.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Like a photo video studio.
Okay.
Like a music
you going to do any CG stuff, or is it just going to be part?
There's going to be a lot of body art.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You got a little bit of the taste right here with the.
Yeah. So we'll see.
That's awesome. Well, that sounds good. So, as you've kind of grown in the business, we talked about how we met at a open mic together, and we've all been doing this for a little bit since then, and kind of growing in the business. And you went to school at Berkeley. What's your thoughts right now in the way things are and how the business is? Because before it was pretty self-evident how you would do it. There was a lot of luck involved, a lot of networking involved. You had to meet the right people. You'd hopefully meet somebody at an A&R over at a label. You have your demo tape in hand. You do your elevator pitch, and maybe they'll sign you. And if they signed you, it was good. They put you out, and you did a demo or you did a master recording, and they put that out. And then from there, if it took off, you were a success, and you're Katy Perry or whoever else. Today, I mean, it just seems like almost overnight things have kind of changed and the dynamics changed. How do you think the business is, and how does that affect artists like yourself? And, what are the pluses and minuses?
Well, I think, if you want a label, labels really want you to have a pretty strong following. So it's really up to you to develop your fan base and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not like before where you can, if you had a great sound and a great look, they would take a shot at you.
Right.
Yeah.
But the good thing is it's really easy for anyone to get music out. It's really easy for anyone to make music, really.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be the upside. And I think, another downside is I feel like labels are banking on more, they have been banking on more of like a very generic pop sound that can be consumed widely.
Yeah, a little bit
instead of
lowest common denominator,
right,
I think, really.
Instead of taking chances on different artists.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like more recently, with artists like Lord and different artists that are more of that indie sound.
Yeah.
It's going more towards that because I think people are kind of tired of what they've been
generic.
Yeah.
I agree. We've had a couple of indie labels that are on. I think they're starting to pop up now a lot more, where they're taking a development approach of artists. Like one of those is Black Market Blue, friends of mine over in Sacramento. They've been doing the independent thing for 25 years with hip hop, and now they're kind of spawning off into doing the independent thing within the jazz, smooth jazz / even gospel and other areas. They're looking at pop areas as well because they really see that there's a need because there isn't any development going on. Have you? I know you're putting your own material out. Have you ever thought about going with an indie label, or are you entertaining different possibilities, or what's your thoughts on that?
If the opportunity arises, and I think it's a good situation.
What would be a good situation? I guess that's a good question.
I feel like I've worked with a lot of people that that would think I have a good voice and a good look
Mm-hmm.
and a pretty good stage presence, and kind of want to see how they can take that and make it very commercial.
Yeah.
And if I were to work with a label or any sort of company, I would want it to be a situation where they kind of appreciate like what I'm trying to do as an artist, not just what I could be sold as or packaged as.
Yeah. Really kind of develop not just you, but the entire package you just said, the sound, sonic quality, the whole package there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you've got a lot of contacts in this business. Have you found? I mean, are you able to talk about any possibilities of relationships that you might be seeing in the future for?
I don't know. I'm just doing everything by myself right now, so.
Yeah, that's really commendable because you've been driving, great traffic to your videos. You've been putting your tunes out and you're playing. I think it's key for a lot of the new artists to realize you're playing shows. It doesn't matter. As long as you can get out in front of people, you're there. And I think
Totally.
a lot of I've run into artists that they're looking for the big payday really quickly.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't care about that. I just, if I can play for people, preferably people being there would be good. But everywhere I can play, I'll want to play.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, one of the big topics right now that's kind of come out is this lawsuit from the Marvin Gaye's family and Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams with Blurred Lines sounding a lot like Gotta Give It Up.
Right.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's, was it justified win? Because that's pretty much what happened. The Gaye family won at this particular point. I know there's appeals, but what do you think?
I think the sum of money that they owe the family is large. It seems unproportional.
Yeah.
But I understand. What's odd to me is that I've always seen it like from a songwriting perspective is how close is the song to one another, and the songs aren't similar.
No, the songs are completely different.
It's the track. That's
production,
similar. So, that's interesting to me. If I were them, I probably would have changed up the track a little more. That's like kind of their fault. You should have changed it up a little more.
You know what though? I hear you, but then everybody should like pay a whole lot of money to Chuck Berry because that sound,
right.
That he was pretty much known for, and I don't know if he's the first, but he's the one known for that kind of spearheaded everything from the Beatles to. What we're doing now, that 1-4-5 chord progression,
right.
And that driving beat, the 4/4. I mean, where does it stop? That's kind of my question. What do what's your thoughts on that?
I think well, isn't what's his name? Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
He in interviews he's like mentioned that Marvin Gaye song, like mentioned Marvin Gaye's influence on him, and so I think that makes their case a little weaker. That it kind of it makes it more clearly like it was them copying something.
Were they? The question is, were they copying or were they like anything else, just kind of paying homage to it?
For how similar those two tracks are. It sounds like they should have probably switched it up a little bit. But to me, it's like more about the song, and the songs aren't similar.
Yeah.
So I think that's odd.
Even the guy who helped write the song with Marvin said they're not the same songs.
Right, not the same songs at all. And I think it's really weird that they did the ruling based off of like sheet music, not records.
Yeah.
It makes it even stranger to me. So yes, it's all very strange. But I think the amount of money was too much, but I understand why they would want to give them something.
Yeah, I mean, as we start to see it will definitely change the business. Fortunately for you, your sound is so unique and it's so Trishes that I don't think you're going to have anybody telling you you got that sound from me. In fact, you probably have it the opposite way around, People using the TC Helicon gears like, hey, you sound like Trishes. Let's pay her $7.4 million. You ready? So with that said and the dynamic of the business here, you're also a songwriter, and you basically are a songwriter for hire. You've done stuff in Nashville. Are you seeing that this business is still lucrative as it's been in the past, where songwriters do really well with writing hit songs, or are you starting to see, because of the way everything's kind of leveled, or is the payout as being a songwriter the same?
I think there's still a great deal of money in songwriting.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Because that was one of the questions that I've been thrown at is, used to be if you're Morris Albert and write feelings, you could live on that for the rest of your life. And I don't know if we have that luxury anymore today.
There are definitely still some songs that you could live off of. And I think, well, it's different in different genres. I mean, in pop music, you'll have 20 writers on a song, but you know that 2% of a Justin Bieber song could still be a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you know, more in country, you have like 2 or 3 writers, and
yeah, they're doing really well in country for sure.
right. But then country makes less than pop. You know, country's not as worldwide.
Yeah.
Or sold as worldwide. So.
Quite true. Well, the good news, folks, is that Trish is going to be continuing on in this business because she is a dynamo. In fact, she's going to continue on in a very short few minutes because she's going to be playing live. This is Radio Band Diego. My name is Florentino. I'm here with Miss Trishes, and she's going to rock the house here in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Thanks to WS Radio Networks because they are the worldwide leader in internet talk radio. And, of course, thanks to our fun friends over at SIR Music Equipment Rental and Pitbull Audio. We'll be right back listening to Trishes. Stay tuned.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
On the internet, your business's reputation can be unjustly destroyed in an instant. Don't wait for that to happen. Building and marketing your 5-star reputation can increase your business by as much as 19%. Take control of your reputation and have the 5-star reputation you deserve with Reputation Marketing Solutions by DSI Development. Become the go-to company by visiting 5starrepmarketing.com. The number 5starrepmarketing.com.
I raised $8,000 to build schools for South African children. After realizing how many people go hungry in San Diego, I now volunteer at a food pantry.
I'm spending the next year doing volunteer projects across 3 countries and helping in ways they designate to be the most helpful.
The World Link program at the Joan B. Kroc Institute for Peace and Justice recognizes the potential of youth as agents of social change. Learn how you can help youth become a generation of leaders in action at peace.sandiego.edu.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way, we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Which sandwich is healthy and tasty? Which sandwich can come on bread or in a bowl? Which sandwich comes 51 different ways, so it's always your way? A which sandwich. Stop into our shop in Hazard Center. We're upstairs from the Hazard Center Digiplex. Bring in your movie ticket. We will add a free drink and chips to your sandwich order. Or order online at which.com, and we will have it ready and waiting. WHICH, which.com.
This is Radio Band Diego, your band's reveal, with your hosts, Shyla Day and Florentino Buenaventura.
Yeah, this is the 4th segment of Radio Band Diego, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks. And this is my favorite part, well, my second favorite part of the show, because I get a chance to hear amazing artists. Radio Band Diego is all about the emerging artists, giving them a platform for their voice and their music. And we've got Trishes here, and we're going to give her a platform, and you're going to love it. Trishes, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and have you take it away.
Your hands down, best of makeup sex. Your guilty pleasure you'll go to. Well, if you ask me, mine would be you. What's your worst hangover, your best night out? Your 90 proof, your Marlboro Red. The best damn thing you looked into. That's easy, boy. Mine would be you. Mine would be you. Got it, boy. Mine would be you. You got it, boy. Mine would be you.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Yeah, Trishes, awesome job. So that was Trishes doing a few songs from her repertoire. This is Radio Band Diego, powered by the mighty WS Radio Networks, brought to you by SIR Music Equipment Rental and Pitbull Audio, where they just want you to play it loud. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll be back, not next week, because next week we're going to take the week off, but the week after.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Progressive Medical.
Hey, this is Heidi Rue, and you know, Progressive Medical Center has literally changed my life and my health, but I'm not the only one. Adele suffered from bone deterioration, bone overgrowth, profound muscle discomfort, physical exhaustion, and mental fog. In fact, the bone deterioration becomes so serious that she had to have back surgery. Well, after the surgery, she still didn't feel well, and so that's when she heard about Progressive Medical Center. Progressive Medical Center discovered that her adrenals weren't working properly, her hormones were out of whack, and the drugs she had been taking were doing more harm than good. Adele came into Progressive Medical Center in a walker, physically and mentally exhausted. But now she's a world traveler. She hikes and walks several miles a day, and it's all thanks to Progressive Medical Center. 770-676-6000. 770-676-6000.
Progressive Medical. This is your life. Live it well.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.